Hey, what's going on? My name is Rosalia, nickname Rosebud. Welcome to Psychic Therapy for the Soul. This is a reading for Aquarius for the month of February. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the theme of the month using the Embody Witch Oracle deck and also the Sacred Medicine Oracle. And then we're going to take a look at the monthly tarot using a tarot spread that I created with the Wild Reflection Tarot. All right, let's get started. So let's see what's happening with Aquarius. Going on with Aquarius in the month of February. What's going on with Aquarius in the month of February? Typically take the oracle card at the bottom, but I'm being pulled to do so, so I'll talk about that in a second. What's going on for Aquarius in the month of February? Okay, you got 3 cards. Wow. All right. Okay, it's about the intention that counts. Well, that's good. Okay, I feel like you could be connecting to another person, but if this has to do with you, you could be connecting to yourself. But it feels like you're setting an intention, and it could be like a magical spell or a ritual or a prayer or a meditation in order to see someone else or yourself reach an accomplishment or a goal. Okay, so I got pulled into the puppet, and this is a witch deck, by the way. So you know, you made a voodoo doll, and you're kind of poking at the voodoo doll in order to see an outcome in the energy in which you want that voodoo doll to represent. Now, it doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive. It's about the intention, which is what I'm seeing. It's about the intention of what you're trying to do, okay? It's the intention that counts. So initially, it might feel damaging, but as the role reverses or as the spell takes place, certain events unfold and it reaches the outcome in which you intended in a positive frame of mind. It looks positive to me because the intention is to be recognized for the accomplishment of this individual that you're doing this to, or to yourself. And you're trying to unlock the potential or the potency, which is this energy here, of this individual that is embodying this pulpit, okay? And it's shaking things up a bit. Like I feel like you're poking at the bear, because you got the bear up there, and then you got the truth is kind of shaking things up. Like the truth of this situation is shaking things up. It's changing things. You got the new moon, which was the first energy that came up. So it's like you initiated this at the start of the new moon. It's a new beginning. So it takes a whole entire moon cycle in order for the spell to be accomplished. Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I actually did something similar like this recently on myself, okay? Because I'm a Reiki practitioner and I practice white magic. I also do practical magic too, but only to protect myself. I shouldn't even say that out loud because I don't want to attract any of that stuff. I put up pretty good shields to just kind of be sure. But I actually did some white magic on myself. I did some Reiki healing on myself, setting an intention that I wanted to heal my joints. Okay, my joints were fine, but there are some disalignments that I was kind of experiencing, and I put a bunch of emotional healing symbols on my body. Now I didn't realize that those symbols were going to initiate such a insane transformation, but it did. You know, like my knees kind of been popping lately, and it hasn't done that in a long time, and it's like it needed to kind of come back into place because it was maybe it might have healed because I had a bone injury there, like a cartilage defects. It may have healed not aligned, and it's like recently it's been feeling like it's been coming back into alignment. And then my ankle too, I had like a little slight sprain there in the spring. Everything was fine, but then as soon as I did that little like movement, it's been kind of like acting up again. And I've been feeling it in my joints on my left and my right side, almost like I initiated an intention that I had to release pain. So like pain, damage, or anything that might be lingering, in order to purify it and regenerate those cells energetically, okay? Because we store pain body in our bodies, okay, in our physical body, in our anatomy. We store that inside ourselves. We might not realize that we do, and no, it's not like, you know, it's not mysticism and all that stuff. Yes, it is, but it's not unrealistic. Energetically, we do store unconsciously pain in our body, and that can manifest as disease or disbalance or disalignment. So as a Reiki practitioner, I'm trying to move energy, okay, universal light, and try to gain the potential of what my most natural blueprint in my body is, my most healed self. So that was the intention. So you might be kind of doing the same thing with a voodoo doll, which can be done, you know what I mean? You can prick at a voodoo doll, and it's kind of like acupuncture, and you're kind of touching on a person's weaknesses in order to heal them, okay? So it feels like you set kind of an intention here, like a ritual, in order to shake things up, heal the throat chakra, align yourself with your true path, or align yourself to reveal the truth, so that you can be completely aligned with your true potential of the situation in which you're facing, okay? And it takes a whole entire moon cycle for it to happen. So you could be doing that in the month of February. Like, you're trying to prove a point, and you need to do a spell or a ritual or set an intention for a whole entire moon cycle to be able to see it come to fruition. This could be as simple as starting a new diet regime, okay? I started seed cycling, which is another example. I started seed cycling, and seed cycling is about rotating your seeds for the first half of the month based off of your hormonal cycle, with the second half of the month, okay? So your full 28 days in order to regulate your hormones, okay? But it takes a whole entire month, so full moon cycle, in order to see the results begin to manifest. So it can be as simple as something like that. Okay. Super cool. Very cool indeed. Okay, Okay, so how are you entering the month Aquarius? How are you entering the month Aquarius? How are you entering the month Aquarius? The Tower and the Sun. That's a big deal. And you got the World at the bottom. Okay, so February is, I really just want that up there like that, yeah. February is the last month for us to be able to complete a full entire cycle, shed everything that is no longer us, no longer repeat the same mistakes, complete the old cycle, close things out, so that we can enter mid-March-ish, okay, fully embodying our whole self, okay? You got the world here. So you have the woman here, she's kind of resting in a cave of grass here. I was gonna say lotus flower, but then I saw the grass here. She's completed, she's bloomed all of the different types of flowers, okay? She's nurtured every seed. She's seen the wisdom of each cycle unfold, and she's completed a whole entire major cycle, and she's resting on it and nurturing herself now. You're entering the month finally realizing the truth about something that you have built up in your life to be false, the Tower. So you have this major shakeup, okay? The truth is revealed. You shake the bear, whatever kind of belief system that was false, the ego kind of took life, and you're like, no, like that's not true. Like I've been believing in something for a long time in which is not in alignment with what is really happy for me, optimistic for me. So as you complete the cycle, you realize that as you speak your truth or you align with your truth, you heal whatever you're healing by setting this intention, and you enter the month of February completely shaking off or destroying this old foundation. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a job. It can be a job that you're no longer aligned with, a career that you're no longer aligned with. It could be a system, like a belief system that you have built a strong foundation in. It's Saturn energy, yeah? So it could be anything that you've really taken the time to create a soil in which you're no longer aligned with. You might realize that you have to move on to another soil so you can plant new seeds. You can't plant these new seeds in this old soil because that soil is no longer good nourishment for these new seeds. The new seeds require something new. So you're entering, completely shaking that foundation off, destroying it. It could be a belief system, a workplace, a relationship, and you're freeing yourself from it and choosing joy and happiness, choosing to drum that, can't find my words today. Drum that drum, and be super happy doing the things that make you happy, that bring you joy. So you're freeing yourself from this kind of restricted, false belief. Hopes and desires for the month of February. What are Aquarius' hopes and desires for the month of February? Healing, the Three of Swords, the King of Wands at the bottom. Nice. So you're healing your heart. That's your hopes and desires for the month of February, to heal all the pain that may have hurt you in the past. You don't want to hold on to that pain anymore. You don't want to be attached to that pain anymore. You're allowing this struck of lightning to destroy that pain, that attachment to this old system. You're choosing to be happy. And as a result, you can step into your power. You're King of Wands. To be a healthy leader, you want to be followed by a healthy leader, and you want to be a leader that is worth following, that is healthy. You want to be in alignment with healthy leaders. You just want to feel secure about where you're headed. You want to be in alignment with your passions. You want to be grounded, entrepreneur, active, and just very much in your power. Leo energy. So healing all your pain so that you can be in your power, following the beat of your own drum, being a strong masculine energy in which doesn't force things, just is brave, courageous, and goes after the things that they truly want. Okay? Show me the obstacles and challenges to reach this hope and desire. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, usually I don't see the King of Pentacles to be a problem, but because the King of Pentacles typically is a stubborn Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, an earth energy that really loves systemized kind of practical methods, I could see how your need to be very efficient and time managing and only invest in situations that provide you a return, and kind of holding on to that belief, like holding on to your decisions based off of how much money it brings you or whether it makes sense financially or whether you feel secure and stable, could be an obstacle and challenge to finding your happiness and healing this heartbreak and being more of kind of like a passionate, vibrant leader that just does what feels good for them. You got the High Priestess too at the bottom, so it's like it's kind of a weird combination, but when I look at this, I see this a little bit being like having a spiritual business, or holding on to a system in which felt aligned with your intuition once and no longer does anymore. You could make money as a psychic here, High Priestess, because this is very literal to me, like High Priestess and King of Pentacles. This is a person that delivers intuitive information, and is very grounded and practical doing so, and very systemized, has certain rules and structures in place for a reason. And it's based on kind of like higher knowledge, but also from kind of a secretive place. The obstacle and challenge might be the secrets that you hold, like the deep wisdom that you hold here, as well, and kind of holding on to that system. The King of Pentacles tends to like to search for new things and invest in new things, and really always diving deep into the realms of his subconscious here, the High Priestess, searching for the next best thing that will bring him a good return on investment. So this seems to be your obstacle and challenge, to be kind of from being this more spontaneous leader, this more active leader, not giving himself rules that he has to follow, but being more kind of creative in his decisions. Okay. Show me what your secret weapon is and the solution and advice to overcome this challenge and obstacle. You might just have to change the way that you do things, okay? In your relationships, in your home, in your structure, in your daily routine, in how you see your reality. Like, you might need to change how you've been doing things and why you've been doing them. You might just realize that this structure and system is just no longer in alignment with who you are. And it's okay to change. It's okay to be more vibrant and out there. So what is your secret weapon to overcoming these challenges and obstacles? Okay. Nice. Okay, so follow the feeling. Does this make me feel nurtured and emotionally safe? Does it nurture my sensitivity? Does it make me feel loved? Does it make me feel happy, fulfilled, just kind of like sensitive and pure. The Queen of Cups is very pure. Do I feel emotionally safe and secure and fulfilled? And to overcome this, you have to allow yourself to change and transform. You have all of these horses running around. I just had a client reading asking me what's up with the animals that keep coming into our readings. Yeah, they're really showing up. We're stepping into the year of the horse, and this deck is like has horses in it, so that's pretty cool. So you're being encouraged to really change and transform and put an end to an old system in your life. So be willing to change. Allow this energy of the horse in mid-February to really get you going out of the gates fast, to transform and change, so you can follow a more romantic path in your life, so you can be more open to romance, and not be in such a rush either, like to really just kind of enjoy the moment and rest and feel and be more mentally clear. This makes me feel like you may have followed a rigid system, a rigid routine, and you've been denying your creative power. Okay, you've been denying your activity, like your personality that likes to be active and very out there, and a vibrant leader, and just kind of being more of this, because the King of Wands is Leo energy, so being more vibrant and seen. And maybe you haven't been like that because you've been focused more on this kind of King of Pentacles energy, being more practical in your affairs. So to overcome this, focus more on letting go of that and listening to your feelings and emotions, so you can be more romantic, and taking more time to rest, and sleeping, resting, relying on a calm mind, having a calm mind, a peaceful mind, and not forcing it, not overthinking it. Okay. How am I finishing the month? So how is Aquarius finishing the month? They were like, you're gonna finish strong. The Wheel of Fortune. So in February, at the end of February, you're gonna finish feeling very fortunate. Okay, the Fool. Something unexpected is going to give you the strength to take that leap of faith into a new cycle in your life. It could be anything, but it really requires you to let go of a lot of things so you can step into the new. You might have some crystals by your side here giving you strength. I'm being pulled to these crystals here that she's holding in her hand. And you might be blessed with some serious unexpected good fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. This could be an unexpected amount of funds, or it could be an unexpected job you've always wanted, or it could be an unexpected love relationship, or something just a good time, like an unexpected good time, like you have more time to go to the spa, or you just realize how happy you really are, how good things really are. So it just feels like you're ending. It's a major arcana, so it's a major event. It's like something unexpected at the end of the month. It's going to make you feel very fortunate, very secure, very happy, very fulfilled. Show me advice in February, self-care. So you may be encouraged to treat yourself this month to something nice. So if you've been struggling buying things because you've been trying to be the King of Pentacles and you're trying to manage your money and be smart about your investments, how about you listen to your passions instead and treat yourself something nice. Practice optimism, so be happier about the things that you have, be grateful, and listen to your emotions and your energy based off of where you are in your moon cycle. If you're a man, listen from the day, from the morning until the night. Men have more energy in the morning and they have less energy at night. And that's kind of something that you could listen to as you go through your day and through your month and make decisions. All right, Aquarius, that's it. Thanks.